Welcome to your exhausting life. You said yes again. You didn't want to. Your body screamed no. Your schedule was already packed. You were already exhausted. But when they asked, your mouth said, "Of course, no problem, happy to help." And now you're awake at 2 a.m. finishing someone else's project, attending someone else's event, solving someone else's problem. While your own life sits in the corner, waiting patiently like a dog that's learned you'll never actually take it for a walk. Congratulations. You're everyone's favorite person, the reliable one, the helpful one, the one who never says no, also known as the person nobody actually respects. Here's a fun question. When was the last time you did something for yourself? Not productivity, not self-improvement so you can be better for others, but something genuinely, selfishly, unapologetically for you? Can't remember? Yeah, that tracks. Let me guess your life. Your calendar is full, but you feel empty. Everyone calls you when they need something but disappears when you need them. You're surrounded by people but deeply lonely. You give and give and give, and somehow you're still the one who feels guilty. You're not being kind, you're being convenient, and deep down, you know it. Tonight, we're talking about the psychology of people-pleasing, why you abandon yourself to win approval from people who don't even notice, how your childhood turned you into a professional emotional servant, and what Carl Jung would say about the false self you've been performing for so long. You forgot there's a real one underneath. This is going to sting, but you need to hear it. Because the person you've been trying so hard to please, they don't respect you. And the person you've been completely ignoring, that's the only one who matters. Let's begin. Carl Jung had a concept he called the persona. In Latin, persona means mask. Specifically, the masks actors wore in ancient theater. Jung said we all wear masks. We create a version of ourselves that we show to the world. The professional version, the polite version, the I'm fine version. This is normal, healthy even. You need some boundaries between your inner world and outer world. But here's where it goes wrong. Some people's persona becomes their entire identity. The mask fuses to their face. They perform so long, they forget they're performing. They become the mask. Jung said, the persona is a complicated system of relations between the individual and society, a kind of mask designed to make a definite impression upon others, while concealing the true nature of the individual. Translation: you built a fake version of yourself that people would like, and then you murdered the real version and replaced it entirely. The people pleaser's persona is especially exhausting because it's built on one core belief: I am only valuable when I am useful. So your entire personality becomes helpful, agreeable, accommodating, invisible. You don't have preferences, you have whatever works for you. You don't have boundaries, you have I can make it work. You don't have needs, you have no worries, I'm fine. And underneath this mask, a person who's suffocating, a person who's screaming, a person who stopped existing so long ago, they can't even remember what they wanted in the first place. Jung would call this the death of the true self. You sacrificed who you are for who you thought you needed to be. And now you're trapped. Because if you take off the mask, who are you? If you stop being useful, do you even exist? Spoiler alert, yes, but you're too terrified to find out. Let's rewind. How did you become this way? Because babies aren't born people pleasers. Toddlers are famously selfish little tyrants who scream, "Mine," and have zero interest in pleasing anyone. So what happened to you? Somewhere in your childhood, you learned a devastating lesson. Love is conditional. You don't get love for being you. You get love for being good, for being quiet, for being helpful, for not being a burden. Scenario 1, the overwhelmed parent. Maybe your parent was stressed, tired, struggling, and you, a sensitive, perceptive child, noticed. You learned, Mom is exhausted, I need to be easy, I need to help, I need to not cause problems. So you became the good child, the easy child, the one who takes care of themselves, the one who takes care of everyone else. And you told yourself it was love. But it wasn't love. It was survival. Scenario 2, the angry parent. Maybe your parent had a temper, unpredictable moods. You never knew what would set them off. So you learned, I need to read the room, I need to anticipate their needs. I need to keep everyone calm. You became hypervigilant, an emotional detective, and you got really good at managing other people's emotions. But here's the thing, that wasn't your job. You were a child. You deserved to be cared for, not to be the caretaker. Scenario 3. The narcissistic parent. Maybe your parent only paid attention when you achieved something, when you made them look good, when you served their needs. So you learned, I only matter when I'm performing. I only get love when I'm useful. And now, decades later, you're still performing, still trying to earn love from everyone you meet, still believing that your worth is measured by your productivity. The core wound. All of these scenarios teach the same lesson. Your authentic self is not acceptable. Your needs don't matter. Love must be earned through service. Jung said, the healthy person does not torture others. Generally, it's the tortured who turn into torturers. But he could have added, some tortured people don't torture others. They torture themselves. They become people pleasers. You learn to abandon yourself before anyone else could abandon you. You made yourself small so no one would reject you. You silenced your needs so no one would call you selfish. And it worked. You became everyone's favorite, just not your own. Let's talk about the irony. You became a people pleaser to be liked, to be safe, to be connected. But people-pleasing actually destroys all of those things. Here's how. Sabotage. Dalsil 1. You attract users, not lovers. When you have no boundaries, guess who's attracted to you? People with no boundaries. People who take. People who need a therapist, a parent, a servant, and you're volunteering. Healthy people? They're confused by you. They offer to reciprocate. You say, no, I'm fine. They try to care for you. You deflect. Eventually they leave. Because healthy people want equals, not martyrs. So your relationships become one-sided. You give 90%, they give 10%. And you tell yourself, that's just who I am. I'm a giver. But you're not a giver. You're a people pleaser with a hero complex and no self-respect. You've spent so long being what everyone needs. You forgot to be yourself. So your friendships are shallow. Your relationships are performative. People think they know you, but they know your persona. They know the helpful version, the agreeable version, the I'm fine version. The real you? The one with needs, opinions, anger, sadness, complexity? Nobody's met that person, including you. And the loneliest feeling in the world isn't being alone. It's being surrounded by people and still feeling unseen, because nobody sees you. They see the mask. Sabotage 3. You resent everyone. Here's the dark truth. People pleasers are angry, deeply, quietly, bitterly angry, because you keep giving and nobody gives back. You keep showing up and nobody shows up for you. You keep sacrificing and nobody notices. But here's what you won't admit. Nobody asked you to do any of that. You volunteered. You said yes when you meant no. You helped when nobody asked. You gave when you should have rested. And now you're mad at them for taking what you offered. That's not fair. That's projection. That's you blaming others for your inability to set boundaries. Jung would call this the shadow. All that repressed anger, all that unexpressed need, all that hidden resentment, it lives in your shadow. And it leaks out in passive-aggressive comments, silent treatments, martyrdom, and self-pity. You don't say, I'm angry. You say, it's fine. And then you punish them for not reading your mind. Sabotage 4. You abandon your dreams. Let me ask you something. What do you actually want? Not what you think you should want. Not what would make others proud. But what do you want? Can't answer? That's because you've spent so long serving everyone else's dreams. You forgot you're allowed to have your own. Your career? Chosen to please your parents. Your relationship? Stayed to avoid disappointing them. Your hobbies? Non-existent because other people's needs always come first. You sacrificed your life at the altar of approval. And for what? A bunch of people who don't even think about you when you're not useful? Okay, enough diagnosis. Let's talk solutions. But fair warning, this is going to feel uncomfortable because healing from people-pleasing requires you to become the thing you feared your entire life. Selfish. Step 1. Grieve the love you didn't get. You need to accept something painful. You didn't get unconditional love as a child. Your needs weren't met. Your authentic self wasn't celebrated. And no amount of people-pleasing now will change the past. You can't earn the love you missed by being helpful to everyone today. That love is gone. You deserved it. You didn't get it. And it's not your fault. Grieve that. Cry about it. Rage about it. Feel it. Because until you grieve what you didn't get, you'll keep trying to get it from everyone else. And you'll keep failing. Step 2. Practice disappointing people. Here's your new mantra. No is a complete sentence. Start small. Someone asks you for a favor. You don't want to do it. You say, no, I can't. No explanation, no excuse, no apology tour. Watch what happens. Probably nothing. They'll ask someone else. Life continues. The world doesn't end. And you just got a piece of yourself back. Jung said, the privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. But becoming yourself requires disappointing the people who prefer your mask. So, practice. Disappoint someone today, then tomorrow, then every day. Eventually, you'll realize the people who get mad when you set boundaries, those are the people who benefited from you having none. Step 3. Befriend your shadow. Remember all that repressed anger, that hidden resentment? That's your shadow talking. And it's trying to protect you. Your shadow knows. You've been used. You've been invisible. You've been taken for granted. Your shadow is pissed. And that anger is actually healthy. It's your psyche saying, this is wrong. This needs to stop. So listen to your shadow. Journal with it. Ask it, what do you need to say, and let it rage on the page. Don't censor it. Don't judge it. Just let it speak. Jung used active imagination for this. Sit quietly. Imagine your angry self, the one who's tired of being nice, tired of giving, tired of disappearing. Let that version of you speak. What would they say? What do they need? You'll be surprised. Usually your shadow just wants basic respect, basic boundaries, basic self-care.